Hi everyone. I thought I'd come online and share. As you can tell, I've had a bit of a glow up, a lot of stress release from the full moon, and basically just allowing the emotions of the full moon to let everything go, so that I declutter my mind from my obsessions and my ideals and wants and needs, so that I can defrag myself from the stuff that goes on in everyday life that has got no control over me. What I know about the universe, and probably very limited with what I know or anyone knows about the universe, is that all it really is concerned about is balance. And I know about this from a journey that I went on many years ago, where I went really deep into my subconscious, which is basically my soul. And the message that was very clear amongst all the ramblings of my trauma was the universe is only looking for balance. And with all the polarities and extremities of the projections of life, and love and spirituality and belief systems, is that the balance is within the masculine energy and the feminine energy, and we all hold that, no matter what your sexuality is, what your belief system is, what your thoughts are, what your programming is. And when you hold that frequency of the balance, your signature rises, and you rise out of the limitations that were held on you by others. And believe you me, I've had trauma for 10 lifetimes. I have been completely gaslit by my entire family, told I wasn't good enough, felt I wasn't good enough, thought I wasn't beautiful on the inside or the outside, thought I wasn't able to perform. And let me tell you, life is not about performing. Yes, there are moments and you're entitled to perform and act out things when you need to, but the most important things really are peace, clarity, a sense of wholeness, and relationships are not going to fulfill you in those ways. They can certainly be tools and wonderful experiences, but having been a long-term single person and attracted quite a few relationships in my life that didn't go anywhere, and they didn't go anywhere because I outgrew them really quick, and a lot of them were narcissistic and quite passive aggressive. And I also wanted to bring up another thing of a few people have been saying the term and catchphrase, you do you. And let me tell you guys, that's a really passive aggressive way of saying that you don't really know who you are, because there's no value in that. It's kind of like saying, well, and I'm like, it's pretty futile, because people are gonna do what they want anyway. They're not gonna necessarily listen to you. They're gonna nod their heads, but they're gonna be thinking of what they want to say in any regard anyway, because our society is so addicted with thoughts and kind of making sure that they are seen in a certain light. And the whole thing is that freedom is something that is free. It should not be held onto. It can't really be taken away unless you allow it to be taken away. You can't necessarily hold on to fear. It's a state of being, and all states of being can come and go. So I kind of feel like the disappointments of needing that validation and needing to be a certain way are kind of diminishing, which is really cool. It's sad in a way, because I'm like anyone else who's wanting to have a healthy relationship with someone else, but at this stage of the game, and I freaking hate games. People seem to like them, but it's a losing game. If you're playing a game, being yourself is the most truest, most beautiful thing that you can do. And not only does it clear up your shadow, but it helps clear up the collective shadow, and you end up glowing. And I haven't made any effort with my regime today, so there you go. kind of use this as a way to let go of the stress, let go of the need to be something different, because most people out there are not being their true selves. They're trying to be a version of themselves to try and impress others. And don't get me wrong, I've had those moments too, and I like to consider myself a gentleman, but I have really shitty moments too where I can't stand anyone, and even myself. And that's part of the joy of taking up the space, because you know that that's going to pass. And what you need to do is to go into reflection, breathe, 4 counts in, hold for 4 in the heart, not the head, and release on the exhale for as long as possible, because that's going to calm your nervous system right down, yeah? And my other tip for the day is to get your teeth nice and clean, is take some coconut oil, about a teaspoon, put in your mouth, and do that for about 5 to 10 minutes if you can. It'll also take the obsessive thoughts away, so that you can clear your mind, heart, soul, and your teeth. So you don't have to pay lots of money to ruin your teeth just to get them white. So sending you guys some love, sending myself more love, and hope to keep doing these videos and not give up, because I nearly did, because life can be heavy sometimes. Bye.